सहनो भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। जय देवी शारदे विद्या विशारदे जय देवी शारदे विद्या विशारदे विद्या बुद्धि प्रदे विद्या बुद्धि प्रदे वरदे शुभदे जय देवी शारदे शृंगार रूपिणी शृंगेरी वासिनी शृंगार रूपिणी शृंगेरी वासिनी प्रशांत वदने तमोहारी वरदे जय देवी शारदे ब्रह्म हृदयेश्वरी देवी वागीश्वरी पाहि परमेश्वरी तुषार ब्रह्महृदयेश्वरी देवी वागीश्वरी पाहि परमेश्वरी तुषारशिखरेश्वरी भावरागलयताळ ज्ञानविलोले भावरागलयताळ ज्ञानविलोले काश्मीरपुरवासिनी वीणा विनोदिनी जय देवी शारदे विद्या विशारदे विद्या बुद्धि प्रदे वरदे शुभदे जय देवी शारदे ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ Om Namo Narayanaya. Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpattyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. So in the last class, we had seen the visit of Vidura. So the main purpose of the visit of Vidura was the welfare of his own brother, Dhritarashtra. So he spent time with Dhritarashtra, injected the spirit of renunciation in him, saying that already you have become old. When are you going to be seriously spiritual? And thus convincing him with strong words. All the three leave towards Himalaya: Vidura, Dhritarashtra and Gandhari. So then Yudhishtira comes, does all the morning Sandhya Vandana, etc., comes to the palace of Dhritarashtra, and he finds that both of them are missing. Even all the three are missing. Becomes very agitated. Asks Sanjaya. Sanjaya was also very sad. They did not know where they have gone. Without informing, all the three had gone. So at that time, who comes? Narad Rishi comes. Narad Rishi says, O king, there is nothing to fear. Yat Ishvara Vasham Jagat. The whole world is taken care beautifully well by a Lord. Everything happens in this world because of that Lord. There is nothing to worry. In fact, people come together because of His will. People depart again because of His will. We really don't have any control. In fact, we are like the bulls controlled by the owner. There is no string, the bull has no freedom. Whatever the owner desires, the bull has to go that way. In the same way, we are all controlled, guided by that Lord. Just like the toys come together and they depart by the will of the player, in the same way we also come together and depart. At Yudhishtira, you don't have to worry about who will look after, because everybody in this world is like sarpagrastha, caught within the jaws of the serpent of time. I myself cannot save myself. How will I protect others, save others? So give up this wrong notion. All your sorrow is only because of your deep attachment. The sorrow is because of your attachment. Try to get rid of this attachment. And this thing that, oh, if they go, who will feed them? The world is full of food only. Jivo jivasya jivanam. So therefore, give up all these wrong notions, sorrows, mind your own business. This is the point. And what is the business we have? All my sorrow is because of attachment with the body, giving too much of importance to the name and form and forgetting the essence behind these names and forms. What is the essence? There is only one self, that Supreme Lord. Try to see Him everywhere, all your sorrows will go. Anyway, since I have come, I will tell you what is going to happen to the three. This Dhritarashtra is already in a state of, very high state of meditation. At present, all the three have reached Saptasrotas, where Ganga has divided herself into 7 streams to please the Saptarishis. There, Dhritarashtra is there in that ashrama where a lot of rishis are there. He has already given up water. Jitasanaha jitashvasaha. He has conquered, he is sitting motionless. The senses are totally under control. The mind is firmly rooted in the Lord, and he has reached that supreme state where the vasanas are all gone, extroverted tendencies are gone, senses are all withdrawn. He is in that state of samadhi. So therefore, you don't go and disturb him now. And within 5 days from now, he will burn his body in Yoga Agni. He will generate that fire from the navel. And in that fire, he will burn his body, and along with it, the hut also will come under fire. And Gandhari, seeing this, will enter into that fire. And Vidura, seeing it with amazement, with wonder, with sorrow, with joy, he will leave that place and he will continue his pilgrimage. So Yudhishtira was at peace now. His sorrow was gone. So up to this we had seen. Now we enter into the next chapter. Chapter number 14. Yes. Samprasthite dvarakayam Jishnau bandhudidrikshaya Jnatum cha punya shlokasya Krishnasya cha vicheshtitam Vyatitah kati chinmasah Tadanayat-tatorjunah Dadarsha ghora rupani Nimittani kurudvaha. So remember, when Krishna had gone to Dwaraka, who was along with him? I told you to remember this. Arjuna had gone along with Krishna. Now it was almost 6 months. There is no any information from them. So Yudhishtira was worried. What happened? Arjuna has gone, he has not come back. It's almost 6 months. At the same time, Dadarsha ghora rupani nimittani. All kinds of terrible, evil, inauspicious omens were seen everywhere. Kalasya jagatim raudram viparyastartu dharminah papiyasim nrunam vartam krodhalobhanrutatmanam. Everywhere there was this indication of bad times. Seasons were behaving in a very peculiar way, contrary way. Lives of men were becoming sinful, filled with krodha, anger, lobha, greed, anruta, untruthfulness. Jihma prayam vyavahrutam shathyamishram cha sauhridam pitrumatra suhrid bhratra dhampatinam cha kalkanam. All the transactions were becoming deceitful. There was a lack of trust in our relationship. And there was this kalkanam, mutual quarrel between Pitra, Matra, father, mother, Suhrit, friends, relatives, brothers, married couples. This was seen. So Yudhishtira was observing all this. Nimittanyatyarishtani kale tvanugate nrunam lobhadya dharma prakritim drishto vachanujam nrupah. So seeing this degeneration of human character, human values everywhere. So one day Yudhishtira went to his younger brother. Who is he? Bhima. And then spoke these words. What did he say? Sampreshito dvarakayam Jishnur bandhu didrikshaya Jnatum cha punya shlokasya Krishnasya cha vicheshtitam Gata saptadhuna masah Bhimasena tavanujah Nayati kasya vaheto Naham vededa manjasa. Hey Bhimasena, what happened to your younger brother? He has gone along with his close friend Lord Bhagavan to see his sports, leelas, etc., to be with him. Now it is Saptadhuna Masaha. 7 months have passed away. There is no report. He has not come back, and I am not clear why he has not come back. Api devarshinadishtah sakalo yamupasthitah yadatmanongama kridam bhagavanutsi. Has that time come which Narada Rishi had indicated? So what did Narada Rishi say? Narada Rishi said, remember? What did he say? O king, Bhagavan is here for some more time. Most of his work is over. Little more work is to be done. And then he is going to leave the body. Till then you also remain. This was what Narada Rishi said. So at the back of the mind of Yudhishtira, this was running. Did that time come which Narada Rishi had indicated? What is that time? Atmanaha angam akridam. This body which Bhagavan has taken for akridam, for sports. Bhagavan utsisrikshati. The time when he is going to drop this body. Did that time come? Yasmanas sampado rajyam daraf pranah kulam prajah asan sapatna vijayah lokasya yadanugrahat. It is only because of that Lord that we got everything in life. What all are they? Sampadaha, wealth, rajyam, kingdom, daraha, wife also. Which wife? Draupadi. Pranaha, our very life. Kulam, the glory of the lineage. Prajaha, children, especially which praja? Parikshit. You see, literally speaking, for Pandavas, everything came from Bhagavan only. Asan sapatna vijayah, victory over the enemies. Lokaha, the higher worlds. How did they gain higher worlds? Through Ashwamedha Yaga. That also Bhagavan only made possible. Yadanugrahat is only by God's grace we got everything in life. Pashyotpatan naravyagra divyan bhauman sadaihikan Darunan shamsato durat bhayam no buddhi mohanam. Pashya utpatan darunan. Bhima, look at this world. There are so many evil omens that I am seeing, which are very evil, which are very inauspicious. At all levels, Divyan, Bhauman, Sadaihikan. Sadaihikan means what? Adhyatmika tapa at the body level. Bhauman. What is Bhauman? Adi Bhautika. Divyan. Adi Devika. So I am seeing omens at all levels. Now, there is a big list of omens going to be discussed. So, little discussion about omen. You see, in this world, there is a mystic way in which individuals are connected. All the individual minds are connected by the one cosmic mind or a total mind. So therefore, when two individuals are extremely attached to each other, loving each other intensely, purely, unconditionally, then whatever happens to one person, the other person knows it. In fact, that cosmic mind ensures that what happens at one place is made aware at the other place. This, in the modern language, sometimes they call it as telepathy. There is a intuitive communication. For example, when the child is in pain, when the child is crying, the child cannot express what it is, no language is there. Mother knows it. If the mother who is fully attached to the child, fully tuned to the child, the mother will know. How mother will know? Don't ask that. She will know. Many times we see this. The children are in US. Parents are at India. Not well, elderly. But suddenly, this son or daughter here feels that I must go. And then they go. Within few minutes or maybe 1 or 2 days, the parent passes away. How will you answer this? So, there is this communication. The more and more our hearts are pure, we are able to receive this communication. An intuitive indication comes. The same thing happens while dying also. If a person has truly lived a clean life, pure life, full of devotion, full of discipline, at the time of death he knows. And then he is able to call his children, come, I'm leaving. And that person leaves also. In fact, that person is able to skip food and water because he knows time is up. Intuitively, you are informed what is going to happen. But the more and more we hold on to the external means of communication, this mystic communication, this ability goes away. Many times we say, oh, Kali Yuga, we are so smart. Now we can contact everyone with mobile phone. Remember, you are giving up a better means and then taking up an inferior means. So that is why Kali Yuga people are not considered intelligent. We have seen mandaha sumanda mateyaha, manda bhagyaha. You see? And one more thing, the communication from the cosmos will come in a way according to your belief system. What do you believe strongly? In that language, communication will come. For example, if you strongly believe that black cat crossing a road is not good, then when an indication has to come that something bad is going to happen, a black cat will cross. You got it? It is not for everybody. Those who believe in it, the cosmos will communicate in that language. Now we are going to see a series of such omens. And Yudhishtira is seeing such omens. Okay, so with this understanding, remember Yudhishtira is extremely attached to Bhagavan Krishna. Everything he gained, it's because of Bhagavan. So if anything is happening to Bhagavan, it is Bhagavan's responsibility to indicate to his devotees. Yes. So now let us see some few. Urvakshibahavo mahyam sfurantyanga punah punah vepatuschapi hridaye Aradasyanti vipriyam. Bhima, Uru Akshi Bahavaha. My left thigh, my left eye, my left hand, Sfuranti, it is trembling, which is not a good sign. Vepatuschapi hridaye. There is a palpitation which I am experiencing in my heart. These all indicate Aradasyanti vipriyam. Some misfortune is going to come. Shivaishodyantamadityam abhirautyanalānana māmangasārameyoyam abhirebhatyabhiruvat. This Shiva means a female jackal. This Shiva, Udyantam Adityam Abhirauti. It is looking at the rising sun and howling. Generally all these animals, they howl when the sun sets. Whereas here, the rising sun, it is howling. Not good. Abhirauti. Analalana, as though spitting fire. Sarameya ayam, this dog. Abhiruvat, fearlessly. Abhirebhati, it is looking at me and barking. Shasta kurvanti mam savyam dakshinam pasavo pare Vahascha purusha vyaghra lakshaye rudato mama. All these superior animals like cows, it is going round me anti-clockwise, making me towards their left. Dakshinam pasavo pare. Whereas the inauspicious animals like donkeys, etc., they are considered inferior. It is going clockwise. You see, we may laugh at all this, but maybe at that time all these things were prevalent. Vahascha, my horses are looking at me and neighing. That sound it makes. Rudataha, it's crying. Mrityudutah kapotoyam ulukah kampayan manah pratyulukascha kuhvane anidro shunyamichatah. This kapota, black dove, it is Mrityaduta, messenger of death. You see, white dove is considered to be messenger of peace, whereas black dove is not good. It is messenger of death. Where did this fellow come from? I am Ulukaha. Ulukaha means what? Ullu. Owl. Kukhwane, is it screeching? Kampayan manaha, trembling our mind. And this pratyulukaha. Ulukaha pratyulukaha. What is pratyuluka? The enemy of Uluka is called Pratyuluka. Who is the enemy of owl? Crow. So in the daytime, when the owl cannot see properly, these crow attack these owl. That is why you see the term used, Pratyuluka. So both these owls and crows, they are screeching. without stop. Shunyamicchata, as though pralaya is going to come. Dhumradishah paridhayah kampate bhusahadribhi nirghatascha mahanstata sakam chastanayitnubhi. Everywhere I am seeing smoke. Everywhere the vision is blocked by the smoke. And we can hear this lightning and thunder in the cloudless sky. The wind is raising dust everywhere. The sun is not shining properly. The planets seem to fight with each other. What is happening? The rivers, the lakes, everywhere, they are agitated, including the minds of the people. Even when the fire is put in ghee, that fire is not burning properly. The calves are not drinking the milk from the udders of the mothers. The mother is also not interested in feeding the calf. And in those cows also tears are seen in their eyes. The bulls also seem to be very depressed. In the temples, the deities appear to be weeping, sweating, trembling. These villages, towns, ashrams, gardens, Bhrashtastriya, you know that Shri, auspiciousness is not seen. There is no joy anywhere. What is happening? Manya etair mahotpateih nunam bhagavatav padeih ananya purusha shribhihi hina bhurhata saubhaga. From all this I feel that this earth has become deprived of all the formal glory because Bhagavataha Padaihi Hina. Bhagavan is no more treading the earth with his lotus feet. The marks are no more there. He is no more walking upon this earth. You see, even Bhagavan was born, just the opposite was seen. We had discussed here, birth of Sri Krishna. Everywhere, as though the whole universe was ready to rejoice, receive the Lord, welcome the Lord. So if that is true, then this also must be true. When Bhagavan is leaving, the whole cosmos is sad. Iti chintayatastasya drishtarishtena chetasa rajnyah pratyagamad brahman yadupuryah kapidhvajah. In this way, when Yudhishtira was thinking and talking to Bhima, at that time, who comes? Kapidhvajah, Arjuna comes. What is his condition? Tam padayor nipatitam ayatha purvamaturam adhovadanam abindun srujantam nayanabjayoh vilokyodvigna hridayah vichhaya manujam nrupah pruchhati sma suhran madhye samsmaran naraderitam. Arjuna came, padayor nipatitam. He just fell at the feet of Yudhishtira. But his behavior was very different. Ayatha purvam. He was not the Arjuna which everybody knew. This Arjuna was very different. Aturam, extremely miserable. Adho vadanam, the head was held down. Abbidun srijantam nayanabjayoho. Tears were flowing from his eyes. Vichayam, joyless. Seeing this, Yudhishtira became anxious. Udvigna hridaya. And then all others were also there. They were all listening, remembering the words of Narada. Yudhishtira now asks Arjuna, Arjuna, what happened? Kachidanartapuryamnah swajana sukhamasate madhubhojadasharharha sattvatandhaka vrishnayah. Arjuna, everything is fine in Anartha Desha, Dwaraka Desha. Our allies, Yadavas, Madhu, Bhoja, Dasharha, Arha, Satvata, Andhaka, Vrishni, are they all fine, living happily? And now there's a big list. He's inquiring about all these people. How is Shurasena, our maternal grandfather? How is Vasudeva and Devaki and his other 6 wives, their children? Are they all fine? How is our Ugrasena, the king? And the cousins of Krishna, Hridika, Kritavarma, Akrura, Jayanta, Gada, Sarana, are they all fine? What about the leaders of Yadu, Shatrujit, Balaram? They are good. And what about the children of Krishna, Pradyumna, and his son, Pradyumna's son, Aniruddha? What about Shushena, father of Satyabhama? What about Charudeshna, Rishabha, Sutadeva, Uddhava, Sunanda, Nanda? So it's a big list given. Do they remember us? Are they all fine? They are so lucky to be protected by Krishna and Rama. So Yudhishthira was going on telling this, but Arjuna, there was absolutely no reaction. Then finally he asked, Kachittena mayam tata bhrashtateja vibhasi me alabdhamano vajñātah kim va tata chiroshitah. Oh Tata, oh dear one, what happened to you? Are you okay health-wise? Are you suffering from any disease or something? Why do you look so dull? Bhrashtateja. Did anyone disrespect you? Alabdhamanaha. Because it is possible. Why? Chiroshitaha. For 6-7 months you are there, so it is but natural. You see? For a long time when you stay with your relative, first day there is hyper excitement. Slowly all the excitement goes away. Then people are, when is this fellow going to go away? See? That is why you should not stay for long, in relative's house. Chiroshitaha, all these things possible. Alabdhamanaha, avajñātaha. They don't take you seriously. Sometimes they take you very lightly. Respect. Is it because of all that? Now all this what is being given, you see, there is an indirect teaching to the mankind. You see. Kachinna vihato bhavaihi shabdadibhiramangalaihi nadattamuktamarthebhyah ashayayat pratishrutam. Did anyone hurt you with unkind words? Rude words? Has anyone been rude to you? Or is it that you gave a promise to someone and you could not fulfill that promise? You see? So what is the message? Once you give a promise, you have to stick to it. See how the values are inculcated in the society through the stories. Kachitvam brahmanam balam Gam vruddham roginam striyam sharonopasrutam sattvam natyakshi sharanapradaha. Is it that one of these came to take refuge and you were not able to protect them? Who are they? Brahmana. So a Kshatriya has to protect all these people. If they come seeking protection, a Kshatriya is supposed to do this. Brahmana, Bala, child, Gam, cow, Vruddham, old people, Roginam, sick people, Striyam, women, or Sharanopasrutam, anyone who has taken refuge. A Kshatriya is supposed to protect them. Is it that you were not able to protect any of these people? Apisutparya bhunktvaastvam sambhojyan vruddha balakan jugupsitam karma kinchit kritavan ayadakshamam. Or did you eat before giving food to the old people, the children? You see? So whenever you have food, whom should you feed? Helpless, powerless people you should feed first, then only you should have food. Or did you do something because of which there is some guilt feeling, which is unforgivable? Did you do something? I don't think you will ever do that. My strong gut sense says, this is the reason why you are miserable. What is that? Kachit preshthatamenath hrudayenatma bandhuna shunyosmi rahito nityam manyase tenyathanaruk. Is it because of the vacancy created by the absence of your bosom friend? I think that is the reason. There cannot be any other reason why you can be sad. With this, 14th chapter is over. So now, 15th chapter, Arjuna responds. A beautiful, touching portion. Evam Krishna sakhah Krishnah Bhratra Rajna Vikalpitah Nana Shankaspadam Rupam Krishna Vishleshakarshitah Shokena Shushyad Vadana Hritsarojo Hata Prabha Vibhum Tamevanudhyayan Nashaknot Pratibhashitum. So thus, when Yudhishtira was asking all these questions, giving various possibilities, alternatives, what was Arjuna's attitude? Krishna Vishlesha Karshitaha. Extremely grieving because of his separation from Krishna. Shokena Shushyat Vadana Hrit Saroja Hata Prabha. Very dull, unenergetic, without any enthusiasm, because of intense sorrow. His face had dried up like a dry lotus. There was no emotion in his heart. Everything had become dry. And for a long time he was not even able to speak. His mind was so rooted in Bhagavan, he was not even able to speak because of that emotion, because of that grief. But with great difficulty, he controls himself and then tries to speak. Krichrena samstabhya shuchah paninam rajya netrayoh parokshena samunnadha pranayotkanthya sakhyam maitrim sauhridam cha sarathyadishu samsmaran nrupamagrajametyaha bashpagadgadaya gira. With great difficulty he stopped his tears. With his hand he wiped his tears. And now his condition was miserable because of his grief due to the intense love for Krishna. So what was he thinking? Sakhyam, Maitrim, Sauhurdam, Sarathyadishu Samsmaran, he was thinking. Companionship with Krishna, friendship with Krishna, how he was his well-wisher, how he was his charioteer. And with voice choked with emotion, with eyes filled with tears, he spoke these words. What did he say? Vanchitoham Maharaja Harina Bandhurupina Yena me pahrutam tejah Deva Vismapanam Mahat. O Maharaj, O King, Vanchitaha aham, I have been completely duped, fooled. By whom? Harina. How? Bandhurupina. He came like a bandhu. I thought that he is my bandhu, but actually he is Bhagavan himself. I never paid serious attention to him. Took him to be an ordinary friend, my own friend, dear friend, bosom friend. He completely duped me. Now he is no more there. Not only he is no more there, yena me apahrutam tejah. All my ability, talent, strength, whatever was there with me, Deva Vismapanam, even Devatas were amazed looking at my power. That power, that tejas, that strength, ability, talent, everything is gone. Not only he went away, he took everything which belonged to him. I foolishly thought that everything belonged to me. He has duped me completely. Yasya kshana viyogena loko hyapriya darshanah ukthena rahito heshah mrutakah prochyate yatha. Yatha, you love a person very much and suppose he dies. Then what is your attitude of yours towards the dead body of that person? Finished. Yes or no? It becomes repulsive. That very same body once upon a time you loved so much. Now that body, once that life goes away, how that body is? In the same way. Lokaha hi apriyadarshanaha. As long as Krishna was there with me, I thoroughly enjoyed life, world, everything, beautiful, time, everything was. Now, in a moment's notice, kshana viyogena, moment Bhagavan is gone, this world has become repulsive for me. I don't even want to live. Now, there is a big list of how now Arjuna is remembering. Throughout my life, all the great attainments, achievements, everything Krishna was there, he did it, and every time I thought I did it. There's a big list given. So for that, Mahabharata story is necessary, but anyway, wherever, whatever is needed, I will be supplying it. Okay. Verse number 7. Yat samshrayad drupadagehamupagatana rajñam swayam varamukhe smaradurmadana tejo hrutam khalu maya bhihatascha matsyah sajjikrutena dhanusha dhigata cha Krishna. So now, this is the incident of Draupadi Swayamvara. So what is the background? So Lakshagraha event had just happened. Kauravas tried to burn Pandavas alive. In that Varanavata, in that house of lac, they escaped because of Vidura's intelligent intervention. So now after that, Kauravas, they thought Pandavas are dead. They did all the Shraddha Karma and all that. So now these Pandavas were roaming around in Brahmana Vesha. So then somebody told, I think Vedavyasa Rishi only, hey, go to Panchala, the Swayamvara is happening, just see what is happening there. So all of them went. So it was happening in Panchala Desha, in that Draupada's palace. Draupada's house, palace, it was happening. So who is Panchali? Draupada's daughter. And who is Drashtadyumna? Son. Both of them, they came out from that yaga. Yes. So then all the kings had come. Because Draupadi was so beautiful. Everybody wanted Draupadi to get married. Oh, everybody had come. Duryodhana, Karna, Shishupala, all of them. In fact, it is said Devatas and Gandharvas were watching this, this Swayamvara. Everybody tried. So there was a bow kept. What you have to do? You have to lift the bow, tie the string, and there is this Matsya, the fish which is rotating. So you have to shoot 5 arrows into the eye of that fish. So there is a wheel rotating and you have to hit the target. Most of them could not even lift the bow. Some of them could lift the bow, but they could not string it. So that bow itself was quite heavy, and Drupada wanted Arjuna only to do, but he did not know where Arjuna is. According to them, he was dead also. Anyway, nobody knew that these were 5 Pandavas. They were just seeing, they were just there to watch the whole thing. They had not come to participate actually. Everybody came one by one. It was only Karna who could lift it, tie the string, and the moment he was going to shoot, Draupadi said, I will not marry a Sutaputra. So then he was humiliated, he just stepped back. So there was nobody there in the entire assembly who could do it. It was at that time that Arjuna, taking the permission of his brother, he steps forward. So all these kings, they were filled with what? Smara Durmadana, filled with lust, filled with arrogance. They all had come. Tejaha Hrutam. And what did Arjuna do? He easily lifted the bow, and before anybody could see, he just shot 5 arrows straight into the eye of that rotating. Even before people knew what was happening, things were over. Tejo Hrutam Khalu Maya Abhihataha Matsyaha. So that fish. And when this happened, all those kings who were present there, they felt so humiliated. One Brahmana is coming and doing it. We Kshatriyas could not do it. They felt humiliated. They felt insulted. Then what happened? Everybody ganged up and said, we should kill him. And this is what happened. They could not bear that insult. Everybody ganged up and they were about to attack them. At that time, Bhima and Arjuna, they were the ones who fought and then silenced them. So now he's remembering that. At that time, I thought I was the one who shot. It was because of the grace of the Lord I did it. He's remembering. So like this, you see, this is not only the story of Arjuna, it is story of each and every one of us. Every time we are awarded, rewarded, recognized, praised, promoted, I did it. So this is the answer for all such foolish feelings. Arjuna is saying, that Bhagavan made me do. I never understood his value. I thought I did it. This is one incident. Next incident. Next. So each verse is an incident. Yat sannidhavaham Indram cha samaraganam tarasa vijitya labdha sabhamaya kritadbhuta shilpamaya digbhyo haran nrupatayo balimadhvarete. So this incident is of Kandava forest burning. So what is the story? So one day Krishna and Arjuna, they were there in the forest, and one Brahmana comes. That look of the Brahmana itself, they understood that he is highly tejasvi. He is not an ordinary Brahmana. So they got up. Yes, Brahmana, Holy One, what is it that we can do for you? So then that Brahmana said, I am actually Agni Devata. I want some help from you. What is the help you want? You see, I am at present very weak. Because there was a king named Shvetaki. This Shvetaki did lot of yagas. He was a lover of yagas. One after the other, he would go on doing it. To such an extent that Brahmanas would get fed up also. How long you are doing it? One is for 12 years, then it will be 100 years. And he would give lot of dakshina also. Shvetaki. So I was constantly drinking ghee, So all my digestive system is gone. So then my power, my everything gone. So then I went to Lord Brahma. Said, what can I do now? So Brahma said, you have to burn the entire Kandava forest. Then you will come back to your normal self. So then this Agni Devata tried to burn Kandava forest, but Indra Devata would not allow. Every time he would set fire, Indra would just rain and put off everything. Why? Because his friend Takshaka was there. So he became miserable. 6-7 times he tried. So then again he went to Lord Brahma. Brahmaji, that Indra Devata is not allowing me to burn it. Okay, do one thing, take the help of Krishna and Arjuna. So thus, this Brahmana, who is none other than Agni Devata, he comes. I need your help. I am sent by Brahmaji only. So you will have to help me. Krishna and Arjuna said, done. Start burning. But at that time, yes, before that Arjuna said, see, we are ready, but we don't have any weapons. To fight with Devatas, it's not a joke. It's not like fighting with ordinary human beings. They have celestial weapons. We don't have anything. So at that time, Agni Devata said, don't worry about that. I will give you everything. So then he gives him Gandiva. Actually, Gandiva comes from this Agni Devata. That is why this episode is very important. Gandiva is given by him. That Ratha is given by him. The inexhaustible quiver is given by him. In fact, Sudarshana to Lord also is given by him. Then there is called as Kaumodaki, Gada. That is also given. All these are very powerful weapons. Like Gandiva, for example, nobody can break it. That is Gandiva. It's very powerful. They are all celestial weapons. So all these things given. Ratha also was given to them. Which can go at the speed of the mind. That is what he said. It's not an ordinary horse and all that. So the white horse. And with that, Kapidhwaja, Hanumanjis, all that is given by Agni Devata to fight the Devatas. Indra Devata especially. And thus, fully armed, they said, now you burn. So now Agni Devata started burning Kandava forest. Takshaka, his luck, we can say, he was not there at that time. Only his family members were there. He was in Kurukshetra. He was not there in that forest. As the forest started blazing, Indra immediately came and started raining. And Arjuna started shooting arrows, and he created a covering. because of which the rain could not come. And Bhagavan was also doing his part. The entire forest was getting burned. In this episode, there was an asura called Mayasura. Who is he? Architect of Danavas. Just like Vishwakarma is the architect of Devatas, Mayasura is the architect of Danavas. He happened to be inside in that Takshaka's palace. He was coming out. Now fire started chasing him. And Bhagavan Sudarsana also started chasing him. So literally he was finished. But immediately he went and surrendered to Arjuna. Arjuna, please protect me. Now the duty of any Kshatriya is you have to protect. So Arjuna said, I protect you. Bhagavan withdrew his chakra. Agni Devata also left him. So this Mayasura was extremely grateful to Arjuna. You saved my life. I am ready to do anything for you. Please tell me. So then Arjuna said, I have nothing to do. You ask Bhagavan. Bhagavan said, see, do one thing. You are an architect. Why don't you build a beautiful sabha for Yudhishtira in his Indraprastha? So then he is a master architect. And this Maya Sabha is the one where Rajasuya Yajna happens. And this is that Sabha where Duryodhana, because all kinds of things were there. Land, you think that it is water. Water, you think that it is land. And then Duryodhana fell into water. And there was a land. He started raising his, cloth and all that, walking. Now, there is one, a very popular, somebody added it. That when Duryodhana was lifting his clothes and walking, Draupadi laughed and said, Andhe ka putra andha. Blind fellow's son is... There is no such mention in Mahabharata. And they say it is because then Duryodhana felt very bad and then he did that disrobing, etc. There is no such mention. Somebody added. Okay? In original Mahabharata, this story is not there. Okay. Anyway, so that Maya Sabha was because he was grateful to Arjuna. In that Sabha, a huge Sabha. It's not just, trees are there, lakes are there, birds are there, gardens are there. So that incident is what is being spoken here. Yat sannidhau aham Kandavam aham samaraganam indram vijitya maya krita adbhuta shilpa maya sabha labdha. I could defeat Indra. It is because of his grace. Indra, along with all the devatas, I could defeat. I thought it was because of my power, but actually it was Bhagavan. And then Maya Krita Adbhuta Shilpa Maya, that also. We got that beautiful Sabha, hall, made by Maya, where Rajasuya Yajna happened. It is all because of that Lord. So this is that Kandava episode. One more episode we can see. Next one. Yat tejasandrupashirongrimahan makharthe aryonujastava gajayuta sattvaviryah tena hrutaf pramathanatha makhaya bhupa yanmochitastadanayan balimadhvarete. This episode, it is talking about Jarasandha. Killing of Jarasandha. Anyway, the story of Jarasandha is also interesting. So there was a king called Brihadratha. He was the king of Magadha. He did not have an issue. He was very sad. He had two queens. He was very sad. So one day, he heard that one great rishi is coming. So he went along with his two queens. That rishi's name is Chandakaushika. Chandakaushika. He went prostrated and said, "Oh Rishi, please bless us. We need somebody for the future." At that time, they were sitting under a mango tree. One mango fell. Exactly at that time. A ripe mango. The Rishi just chanted some mantra and said that, "You give it to these queens, you will have an issue." So what did the king do? He just cut the mango into two pieces. Gave into two. At the right time, both of them became pregnant and a child was born. And when the child came out, there is only one half. Only one half. They got so scared. They just threw it away. Both the, lump of flesh, they just threw it away. They thought that it is a dead one. What is the use of? They just disposed it off. There was a Rakshasi. Her name was Jara. She was a, flesh-eating Rakshasi. So she felt that smell of that flesh and all that. She came. She got one piece. Okay, good. My dinner is done. And she roamed out. There's another piece also. These look like similar. Just she joined it. The moment she joined it, it came to life. So, because this lady combined it, her name is Jara. Sandha means joining. So that is why this child was named Jarasandha, the one who is united by Jara. So when this child came into life, she did not feel like eating the child. She was extremely grateful to the king for allowing her to remain in that area. So she went to the king and said, "O king, see, I want to gift it to you. You were struggling without a child. This is the child." They were all amazed seeing the child. So this child is who is known as Jarasandha, who was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. But then one day he decided, he was very powerful. Nobody could defeat him. Jarasandha was extremely powerful. Grew up to be the king. So now, one day he decided to offer 100 heads of kings as a bali to Lord Shiva. Not ordinary human being. King. So he would fight with the king, defeat him, capture him and put him in a cave on the top of a mountain. He would just held them captive. He was waiting for 100 kings. Up to 86 he was done. Now 14 more were remaining. He was doing that. Once it is 100, then he would. Yat tejesra nrupashira anghrim ahan makharte. So he was waiting. 86 was done. It was at that time that Krishna said, at that time Rajasuya Yajna was happening. So in the Rajasuya Yajna, the condition is there should not be any emperor who challenges you. You should be, there should not be unrivaled. So this one person was a problem. And moreover, 86 kings were simply rotting there in the prison. So Bhagavan said, he must be eliminated. And then all the kings must be freed. And also that is necessary for that Rajasuya Yajna also. So then all the three, they came. Again in the Brahmana form. All the three means Arjuna, Bhima and Krishna. So they offered. Jarasandha was a very decent person. Why have you come? We want to ask you something. What is that you want to ask? We want a fight with you. Okay. He immediately understood. You don't look like Brahmanas. All your hands and all, I can see that, I was especially seeing Bhima, who will say he's a Brahmana. So then they told the truth. See, this is the thing. You can choose any one of us. Jarasandha was a decent man. He said, you all are very weak. I will fight with him. Bhima. And before the war, before that Dvandva Yuddha, both of them touched each other's feet. Jarasandha was a very, very decent person. And then they started. See, because that Shiva Bhakti was there, he was very strong. And the fight continued. How many days? 13 days. No food, no sleep, no rest. 13 days. Bhima was also getting tired. What kind of person is it? Bhima himself is Gajayuta Sattvavirya. His strength is of 10,000 elephants. So what must be the strength of this Jarasandha? Finally he was getting tired. 13th day though, he thought, the battery was coming down. At that time Bhagavan, he just indicated. He took a leaf and then tore it apart. Indicating to Bhima, this is the way he has. There is no other way of killing him. See. Then Bhima leaves him, does some, whirling around, and then tears him apart and throws both the pieces in two directions. That's how Jarasandha is killed. So there also it is, Bhima's strength has come from Bhagavan. Again, Bhima's victory also has come from how many ways? Because these things nobody else knew. How Jarasandha was born, only Bhagavan knew. You see? Jarasandha was killed. And then Krishna appoints his son as the king, Sahadeva. His name is Sahadeva, son of Jarasandha. Instead of leaving that nation in a mess, no, next he's installed there. See, rule the kingdom very well, don't do all these kind of things. 86 people, don't do. All the kings were freed. So in the Rajasuya Yajna, these 86 kings, they came with tributes. See, the point is, whoever is the emperor, all the other kings should collect taxes, etc. And one part has to be given to the emperor. This is the thing. So in the Rajasuya, all those kings. So if you are agreeing, then you will have to bring that some tribute and offer it. So all the 86 kings also brought, Sahadeva also brought. In the war, in the Kurukshetra war, Sahadeva was with Pandavas. And who killed him? He was killed. Karna killed him. It was Karna who killed Sahadeva. Anyway, so story here is that Jarasandha was killed, Bhagavan, only because of your grace. Anujaha tava gajayuta sattvaviryaha tenahruta pramathanatha makaya bhupaha yanmochitaha tadanayan balimadhvarete. All these 86 kings, after they were released, they brought tributes to you. That event also happened only because of the Lord. So many more episodes are going to come now. I hope tomorrow we can finish at least this chapter. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.